You made it through every single hard day you've ever faced. You made it through it, because if you didn't, you wouldn't be here watching this video, right? Like, if you didn't, you wouldn't be able to turn on your device and see me right now. But because you are, it lets me know that you've made it through every single hard day you've ever had to face. And guess what? You're still standing. You've been through storms before. You've been through tribulations before, trials before, and you did not let them stop you. So why would you let anything stop you now? Why would you let anything come up against you? All right, you guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. As you can see in the title, this video is all about not giving up. Keep going. You got this. You do. Trust me. Okay, trust me. I know that you're feeling some type of way, but you got this, okay? I know it's hard right now. I know you've been working, pushing, hustling, and still it feels like you're running into a wall after wall after wall. I know how that feels. Trust me. Maybe you faced disappointment recently, or maybe the results just aren't coming fast enough for you. If anybody can relate to that, it is me. Or maybe life just threw a huge curveball your way that you truly weren't ready for. And I feel like, like right now in my life, I feel like that's what happened. If you watch my last video that I just posted recently, you'll see that I just lost my father. And I was not expecting to lose my father. Like, he did have cancer. However, we just found out in May. So it wasn't like this has been an ongoing fight for us. It's very new. Very new. It just came, I feel like, and he's already gone. So it was just a curveball in my life that I wasn't expecting. And maybe you have a curveball in your life that you weren't expecting, or like I mentioned before, things aren't just moving fast enough. You aren't seeing what you want to see. Like I said, I've been there. I'm there right now. That moment when you start questioning yourself, I'm there right now. Is it worth it? Should I keep going? Can I even do this? And that doubt creeps in louder and louder. And it starts to creep in louder than your dreams, right? It becomes so loud that you start to question everything, right? I understand, okay? I truly, truly do. But I want to talk about the power of persevering. You're still fighting. You've already come this far. So why would you stop now? What is that going to do? The goal, that dream, that thing you've been chasing, it's still possible. It's still yours, but only if you don't give up. Okay, the only failure in this is you stopping, you giving up, you throwing in the towel, you saying I'm done. That is the only failure in this. It is not failing if it doesn't happen as fast as you want it, if it looks a little different, if it comes about a little different than you expected. That right there is learning. Those are lessons to be learned. You know how many people quit when things get hard? So many. Right? Do you know how many people actually throw in the towel when things get hard? How many people let their dreams slip right through their fingers because they couldn't push through one more time? Just one more time, and it would have jumped off. Just one more time, and it could have been that one. Just one more time. But how many times have people let their dreams completely slip through their fingers because they couldn't wait that one more time. They couldn't fathom that one more no, that one more thing, that one more door shut in their face. I get it. I get how upsetting it could be. I get how sad it can be. I get how hard it can be. But here's the thing, you're not built to give up. You're built to rise up. You're not built to give up. And this is a choice, though. This is the thing that I want people to understand, that there's a choice. There's a choice in every single decision you make. Everything in your life, you are making a choice. You are choosing to do or don't. Get up or sit down. Right? You're choosing to go up or down. You are making a choice. And my thing is, just make a choice to keep going. Make the next choice and make it choice by choice. Maybe you're like, hey, is this for me? I don't know, but this choice today I'm gonna make is a yes. This choice today I'm gonna make is a yes. This choice today is I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna go. Like I feel like in a lot of my videos I use fitness as my example because I think fitness is such a good example, and I was on a fitness journey and I'm still on a fitness journey, but I lost a lot of weight, and I think a lot of that I take a lot of that because there were so many times I wanted to give up on that journey. It was so hard for me because my mind was wired for me, I was a comfort eater. So my mind was wired to eat when I felt a certain way. And so to change something that I taught myself to do for 30 years is not easy, right? Like I've taught myself for over 30 years to run to this thing when I felt a certain way. And so to reteach myself was not easy at all. But I think once again, like we weren't built to give up or give in. We were built to rise up. We were built to keep going. We were built to persevere. When things get tough, it's not a sign to stop. And I think a lot of times people think it is. Oh, well, it just didn't work. Like I tried and it kind of didn't work. So it's not a sign to give up. It's a sign to grow. It's a sign to learn. Take that thing, that one thing that keeps stopping you from getting through the door. What's the one thing? Take that thing and go, maybe it's time for me to reposition myself. Not stop trying to force it through, but instead, maybe it's not fitting because I need to reposition. I need to change something. I need to make it fit, right? And I think a lot of times we take it and we go, it just doesn't fit. Oh, well. But wait a minute, reposition, change. Turn it around, flip it upside down. Don't give up though. And so it's one of those things, every obstacle you're facing right now is shaping you into the person who's strong enough to reach the next level. Every obstacle. And I don't think we think about it like that. Like every obstacle we face is shaping us to be stronger than we were before, to be better than we were before, to be more resilient, to be more, right? And I think I get how hard it is sometimes to embrace that and look for that. And sometimes we're like, I don't want that. I don't want to be stronger. I just want to be me. I understand that feeling too. I've been there too. Every time you push through though, you're training yourself for success. Every single time you push through it, you're training yourself for success. But not even just that, you're becoming more confident because every single time you push through this thing, you're proving to yourself that you can do it, that it can be done, that you're getting closer and closer and closer and closer, which in all is making you more confident and more competent. Right? The more that you continue to go and learn and grow, like you're not just becoming more confident in your abilities, but you're becoming more competent in your abilities. Therefore, you can keep going. And you now know not to go that way. And you now know you got to turn it a little bit. And you now know, but these are lessons that you wouldn't have learned had you not had these obstacles coming your way, right? And that is the beauty of it. To me, that's the beauty. This journey isn't supposed to be easy. Nothing worth having is. And I know you've heard that before. It probably sounds like a cliche, but it's facts. There has not been one easy thing in my life that was worth having. But the hard times, they're not here to break you. And that's what I really want you to grab. They're not here to break you. They're not here to tear you apart. They're here to make you unstoppable. They're here to make you better. They're here to build you up, right? So if today feels heavy, if you feel like it's too much, I want you to stop for a second and remind yourself of who you are. Who are you? Why are you doing this to begin with? Remind yourself of your purpose. Remind yourself of your why. We talked about why in one of my other videos. If you haven't, definitely go back. But addressing that why am I doing this to begin with? Why do people need this? Why do people need to hear this? Why do people need to experience this? Remind yourself of that why. You are a fighter. You are a warrior. And girl, you are so much closer than you think to your goal. You are so much closer than you think to your success. You are and that's the beauty is I feel like people don't realize like sometimes you're just one step away, but I get how annoying and hard it could be to hear one more no and one more it's not enough and one more, right? I understand that too, but I really want you to embrace who you are. Pain is temporary. I know when I go to the gym, like I'm in the gym and it's hardcore and I like to lift, right? So I'm lifting weights, it's hard. And I like to go into failure. And that's where you're really building. When you're going to failure, when you go into your muscle literally can't move anymore, not only is it painful, you're tired. I have all type of weird thoughts in my head when I'm at that point. But oh my god, that's where the growth happens though. It's when I go into failure. It's temporary. That pain that I feel is temporary. And then when I come home and I'm still sore from it, temporary. Eventually it goes away. Fear, same thing. Right? You push past that thing, same thing. That's just a signal that you're stepping outside your comfort zone. That's it. That's all it is. That pain, that fear is a signal that you have stepped outside your comfort zone, which is actually such a beautiful place to be. In doubt, that's the voice of the past trying to keep you from your future. That's it. You got to think about that. That doubt in your head, that's the voice telling you, yo, like, what are you doing? I don't know that you know what you're doing. And I don't know if you can do this, but you got to push past that, right? Doubt, like I said, is the voice that's trying to, from your past, that's trying to keep you from your future. And you have to push past her, right? But none of those things define you. What defines you is how you respond to those things. It's not, we all have fear. We all have doubt. We all have pain. These are things that come, right? But being able, it's not about, like I said, feeling these things, having doubt, having these emotions or these feelings. They're very natural to have, but it's how you respond to them is what shapes you. It's how you respond to them is what defines you. And I want you to understand this too. You have dreams inside of you that are so much bigger than your fear. You have dreams inside of you that are so much bigger than your doubt. You've got strength that is greater than your pain. You have potential that is just waiting for you to break free, to get out of the box that you have created for yourself, the limits that you have created for yourself. It's waiting for you to break out of it. You've got to keep going. You've got to push through the moments when you feel it's impossible. Because that's where the magic truly happens. When you feel those moments, it is impossible, but it's not. And you actually push through those things, you have no idea the things that you're doing to your brain now. Because you just told your brain what it thought was impossible is possible. So you got to push through those things. That's where success is made. You made it through every single hard day you've ever faced. You made it through it. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't be here watching this video. Right? Like, if you didn't, you wouldn't be able to turn on your device and see me right now. But because you are, it lets me know that you've made it through every single hard day you've ever had to face. And guess what? You're still standing. You've been through storms before. You've been through tribulations before, trials before, and you did not let them stop you. So why would you let anything stop you now? Why would you let anything come up against you now and defeat you? When you're so close to your breakthrough, and trust me, you're so close to your breakthrough because that breakthrough is typically what occurs right before you feel like throwing in that towel, okay? You keep your eyes on the prize. It's just one small step at a time because every step forward is a step closer and closer to your dreams. You've got this. You were born for this. How dare you give up now? To all the girls out there who feels like they're struggling, just know I felt that feeling too. I've been there too. I'm there right now, to be honest with you. Who feels like the world is against you. I'm telling you right now that you are stronger than you know. This is not the time to quit. This is the time to rise. This is the time to get up. This is the time to move. You've got this. I believe in you, okay? And I'm saying this from my heart. Like, I truly believe that you can really do what it is you want to do. I think a lot of times we put ourselves in these boxes, these limiting boxes, and I challenge you to tear it down. Tear it down.